hate that you feel nothing. You have what people used to pray for, and still, emptiness. This isn't depression. This isn't sadness. Nietzsche had a word for it. He called it the last man. In 1883, Nietzsche wrote about a creature he feared more than any monster. Not a devil, not a tyrant, a comfortable man with no ambition, no hunger, no fire. Nietzsche called him the last man, a person who has traded everything meaningful for comfort. He eats, he sleeps, he consumes, he blinks. We have invented happiness, say the last men, and they blink. That was his prophecy about us, about now, about you. The world gave you everything it promised, and it still feels like something is missing. That feeling has a name. Philosophers call it the meaning crisis. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are living in a world that removed the question without giving you the answer. God is dead, Nietzsche said. And before you react, listen to what he actually meant. He didn't mean God literally died. He meant the framework that gave life its meaning collapsed. Religion, community, purpose, the belief that your life mattered in a larger story, gone, and nothing came to replace it. Here's what happens inside your head when meaning disappears. The brain doesn't stop. It keeps searching for the thing that's supposed to make sense of everything. It spins, thinks, rethinks, runs the same loops, and finds nothing. So it loops again. Psychologists call this rumination. You don't just think, you rehearse, you replay, you pre-suffer future disasters. The problem isn't that you think too much. The problem is you're thinking about the wrong things. You think about what people think of you, what could go wrong, what you should have said, what you might lose. None of these thoughts are solving anything. They're just burning fuel, leaving you exhausted and empty. Seneca saw this 2,000 years ago. He said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most of what you dread never happens, but your brain doesn't know that. It treats imagination like reality. This is the trap. Your imagination tortures you. Your comfort anesthetizes you. And somewhere in between, your real life disappears. Marcus Aurelius was the most powerful man on earth. He had everything. He still wrote about emptiness every night. His private journal, the Meditations, was never meant to be published. These were notes he wrote to himself, reminders, because he kept forgetting. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He wasn't talking about ignoring problems. He was saying your judgment of the event is the real event. The Stoic mindset is not about being cold.
It's about not letting noise drown out the signal.
Seneca wrote, Omnia lucili aliena sunt, tempus tantum nostrum is. Everything is foreign. Only time is truly ours. You think your time is infinite. You act as if tomorrow is guaranteed. Seneca says this is the source of your suffering.
He said, "We are not given a short life. We take a long life and make it short by wasting it."
Comfort is not the enemy. Comfort without purpose, that's what kills you slowly.
So what did Nietzsche actually say to do? Not nothing, not give up. The opposite.
Nietzsche said, the meaning crisis is not the end, it is the beginning. The old values collapsed. Now you must build new ones. He called it the will to power. Not power over others, power over yourself. The drive to become more than you are.
You feel empty because you are standing still. The brain needs direction. It needs resistance. It needs something to push against. Marcus Aurelius commanded armies. He still woke every morning and asked, "What am I for today?" Not, "What do I deserve?" Not, "What will make me comfortable?" But, "What is mine to do today?" Seneca said, "A man who is busy with real work doesn't have time to be miserable." This is the dirty secret of meaning. It doesn't come before action. It comes during, sometimes after, never before. You're waiting to feel ready, to feel motivated, to feel it. That wait is the problem. Here's what actually works. 3 steps. Not motivational, not spiritual, practical. Step 1. Name the real emptiness. Not, "I feel bad." Be specific. What exactly is missing? Direction? Connection? Challenge? Creation? The Stoics practiced this. Every night, Marcus Aurelius reviewed his day. Not to punish himself, to be honest with himself. Step 2. Choose one hard thing, not many. One. Something that asks more from you than scrolling, watching, or waiting. Nietzsche called it self-overcoming. The act of doing the thing that resists you. Not because it's pleasant, because it builds the self that can bear life. You are not building skills. You are building a self. A self that trusts itself because it has been tested. Step 3. Accept that life will never feel complete. This is not failure. This is what Nietzsche called amor fati, love of fate. Amor fati. Love your fate. Not just accept it, love it. The suffering, the loss, the incompleteness, all of it. This doesn't mean pretend everything is fine. It means stop waiting for life to become something other than life. The Stoic path and Nietzsche's path converge here. Not in weakness, not in comfort, in active engagement with what is. You feel empty
because you were built for more than consumption. That hunger you feel is not a flaw. It is the signal that you are still alive, that you haven't given up, that you still want something real. Nietzsche's final answer was not a system, not a philosophy. It was a question. He asked, "Are you becoming who you are capable of being, or are you just blinking?" Become who you are,